This is probably going to be one of the biggest updates ever for Doomsday Last Survivors, and now I'm going to tell you why. Hey YouTube, what is going on? My name's Andrew, aka the Black Dragon. This is Black Dragon Studios, and I'm back with another episode of Doomsday Last Survivors. In today's episode, we have a huge announcement for you guys. A huge update is coming in a few days, so I just wanted to be able to drop the news to the whole community on this channel before the update happens. So that's really all the video is going to be about today. We're just going to be getting into the update, my thoughts on it, maybe get some opinions from you guys, and that's about it. So before we get into the video, just want to thank all the returning subscribers. You guys are the ones that make these videos happen, and the new people. If you want to just go ahead, please smash the sub button. It only takes a second and it helps support the channel. That's really all it's about, man. Supporting each other, right? So let's get into the video. So crazy mail came to my inbox today from the DLS team. As you probably noticed yesterday during Archipelago raid, the map went offline for about 10 minutes, and that is actually when this mail came to the mailbox. So just to help get a little bit of an understanding for it, or maybe somebody deleted it by accident and didn't see it, we're going to go over it today in full. And yeah, I read it already, I ain't gonna lie, and I'm absolutely mind blown. I don't usually do update videos, but yeah, this is just looking like a pretty crazy update. And I was going to say, before getting into actually reading the update, well, I've noticed, I don't know about you guys, but I've noticed over the last little while especially, that there's been like nothing in the news section. There's usually something in the news section to go and click on or go ahead and collect or whatever. But as you've probably noticed over the last 2 months, there's been like nothing here. There's been literally nothing here. So they've been cooking something up, and I knew something was coming. I just didn't know exactly what it was. But this is probably going to be one of the biggest updates ever for Doomsday Last Survivors, and now I'm going to tell you why. Greetings, Commander. A new update is here. Doomsday Last Survivors will tentatively undergo maintenance to implement the latest game update on July 29th. So 5 days from now, July 29th. We apologize for any inconvenience caused. As compensation, we'll be sending you a reward after the maintenance. Probably like 50 gems and 2 15-minute speed ups, but hey, it is what it is. They might throw a normal search map in there just to sweeten the deal a little bit. You know how they are. Very generous people over at IGG. So please download the latest version of after the maintenance to experience the new features. Updates. So we're going to go over there's 13 or 14 of them here, but this is all important stuff because it's going to change the game entirely. A mysterious limited time collab is about to begin. After the update, elite supplies can be claimed for 7 consecutive days to help you prepare for the collab. I'm guessing it's a ranged collab, but I can't be certain. The reason why I say that is because of the new one. The third one here. New ranged heroes. Phantom of the Capital Cedric and Style Maven Spectra. I'm guessing one of them's going to be one with a superhero weapon and one of them's going to be not with a superhero weapon. So yeah, that's going to be very exciting for the ranged mains of the community. Commanders will be able to meet the new heroes on August 11th, and it says UTC, but it does not give a time, so I'm guessing right at reset. I'm guessing there's going to be a top commander for that as well. So if you're saving your resources and you're a ranged main and you're ready to go into a top commander, this is the perfect time for you. Good for you, man. Added new Hero Chronicles, a new feature that unlocks bonus attributes and rewards based on your progress in developing legendary heroes. So basically what this is it's just a section where the more legendary heroes you complete, you're going to get rewarded for it. We have a reason to level up characters that we're never going to use. So that's really nice. And then we've got number 4 here, added commander name card skins. Use name card skins to change the appearance of your profile. So, okay, so whatever that means here, I'm guessing that there's something regarding the name, like the brown box surrounding your name. I'm guessing that there's going to be a change to that and something that you're going to be able to customize, which is really nice. Now let's check out what else it says here. Let me just delete these quickly because these are getting annoying. Okay, so there we go. So the next one here, it says added gift center to the mall, unlocked at VIP 7. You can purchase and use gift coins to send packs to allies or friends. So this is interesting. I know that IGG normally is against player to player, interaction of this kind of magnitude, where it looks like players are going to be able to, transfer stuff to friends or allies from now on. Now, exactly what that's going to look like, again, it's a very, it's extremely limited information. But it looks like there's going to be some sort of a gift system where you can actually buy your friends, gold from the shop or packs from the shop and just send it right over to them. So, think if you make close friends, things like birthdays, Christmas, whatever events you celebrate, whatever holidays you celebrate, are now going to be able to be celebrated more effectively in game, which is really nice. They should add that stuff. They really should add stuff like trading, gift giving. So I'm really for that. It's not all about profit in the end, right? You got to have some way to actually engage with one another, instead of just chatting sometimes. Because chatting sometimes, honestly, bro, it does get kind of boring. It would be nice to have other ways to interact. Flowers are one thing, but honestly, flowers can only go so far. Personally speaking, likes, it is what it is. It's boring, dude. I'm just being honest. It's boring. Who cares about likes? The only reason I ask you guys for likes on my videos is because it helps trigger the YouTube algorithm. If it wasn't for that, honestly, bro, YouTubers probably wouldn't even care about likes at all. So it's really just pointless, to be giving pointless gifts. But to be able to give someone like an armament fragment or, something of that nature would be so cool. So cool. Or gold, just gold. Instead of having to go through the Alliance vault and stuff like that, would be really nice. Optimized garrisons can now set specific troop types when garrisoning. Oh, and I just want to say, before we get into that next big chunky number 6, this is also going to create a lot of scamming, I'm sure. Wherever there's opportunities for financial matters to be exchanged in game, always opens up the door for a scammer to come in and just start raking in the cheese. So be careful, guys. Just be careful. That's all I got to say. Just because she has a female picture on her profile and a beautiful female name does not mean she's a female, dude. Do not get into your feelings over these new girls that come into your inbox and start chatting you up. They're scammers. Women don't do that, bro. Not unless you're some famous person. Women don't chat to you, bro. Trust me on that. So the next thing I want to say here is optimized garrisons can now set specific troop types when garrisoning. That's really cool, man. Honestly, that's probably my favorite thing of this whole update. You don't have to kick out anybody from the garrison. You don't have to get upset that people keep sending ranged troops to your rider garrison or infantry troops to your range garrison, or even worse, cars to your garrison. Like, who the hell sends cars to a garrison, bro? I don't know. But now we don't have to worry about that. This is top tier, S tier update. If they only added this to the update, that would be a great update. But since there's like 14 more things, this is the biggest update of the year by far, 100%, because we're going to go down to number 7, added Alliance notice board. So this is even more quality of life stuff. Instead of getting Alliance mail from now on, there's going to be an Alliance notice board. So you're going to be required to come in each day, check the Alliance notice board, and it's going to be there for everybody to see. So the R5 or the R4 is going to post up a message for everyone on the Alliance notice board, and it'll be your responsibility to check that. And if you don't check that, well, too bad, so sad. It's not our fault. You know what I mean? It's not their fault. At the end of the day, this is a much better way of doing it. And there's also voting notices as well. So what time do you guys want to do this event at? Or what do you guys feel about this? We can actually have votes, which creates democracy, which gets us away from capitalism, which gets us away from tyranny, which gets us away from dominion, which is really nice when speaking about a political, game. It's nice to have votes on things instead of one person always making the decisions. So that'll be nice. And then we have here 8 added squad skin vouchers as rewards to district alleys and district showdown. Squad skin vouchers, dude. But no, we're getting squad skin vouchers, which is a big step in the right direction for a game that's always just historically been overpriced in the department of March skins, squad skins, and shelter skins of a legendary level, like of a, anything that's not purple gear in the game. This is really going to help those low spend players get those squad skins that they've wanted for so long. So, well, I shouldn't say free to play players are going to be having access to this, because you do have to spend a little bit of money to have access to the District Alleys and District Showdown. That's the Monopoly event, by the way, for those that don't know. So you roll into the district with the 1 gold dice, and then you roll your other gold dice, and boom, you've got yourself some squad skin vouchers. How many is it going to take to actually, or how many is it actually going to give you? Because I know it actually takes around 100 fragments of squad skin vouchers to get your squad skin, if I'm not mistaken. So if it just gives you a straight up squad skin, that's going to be kind of broken, honestly, as in terms of where we were before, where you had to pay $100 or more for a March skin, to now where we're getting it for $5 or $10 would be actually cracked. So looking forward to that, and looking forward to hopefully them adding in some more March skins or squad skins as well to kind of, up the ante of this a little bit. And yeah, number 9, added auto assist. Okay, here's where it gets shitty. Added auto assist privileges subscription. So auto assist meaning like when the help button appears, you just auto help your teammates. But the problem with this lies in number 10, adjusted hospital healing help rules. So commanders can initiate healing requests without a cooldown for the first 100 times each day. After 100 requests, a brief cooldown period will apply to subsequent healing requests. So basically what that's saying, long story short, when you go to click to heal, the healing bots are no longer going to be able to heal you up really quick. They're only going to be able to do it for 100 times. After that, there's going to be a short cooldown period, and I know everybody just probably clicked and uninstalled their game after hearing that. I was upset too, man. Honestly, when I heard that, I was like, oh, this is horrible. This is terrible. It is what it is, man. I'm hoping the cooldown period is short as in 3 or 4 seconds, or short as in 5 to 10 seconds, because honestly, bro, we can get past that on the, let me just say this, okay, without incriminating myself, we can get past it. As long as the cooldown is short enough, we can easily get past it. But if the cooldown is 30 seconds to 45 seconds per heal, people are going to be in a lot of trouble, dude. People are going to be in a lot of trouble. So yeah, that's going to change things for the worse, I feel. Because honestly, dude, it's very expensive to heal your troops. And not only that, your troops are dying. They're getting injured very frequently, especially in a tower battle when you're just battling people for hours and hours on end. This is really going to strain people's resources and money. And this is just a money grab, if you're asking me. Yeah, they gave us the auto assist, but it basically turning every account that has privileges subscription into a healing bot, which really nerfs the healing bot's abilities overall. Like, the healing bot companies are just tanking because of this. They're just cringing because of this. But then they fucked everybody by saying, well, we also adjusted the healing, so you can't heal anymore very quickly. You're all going to be slow healing or using healing speed ups, or just letting your troops die, because the more you let your troops die, the more you have to spend on training troops, and the more you have to spend on training troops, the more profit we make as IGG. So I get their mentality behind that, but it was a really cheeky way of saying to the player base, we're on to you and your healing bots and your auto clickers and all this, and they're trying to counter that. But honestly, dude, I think this might be the straw that breaks the camel's back for a lot of players. Like, if this cooldown period is any more than 10 seconds, a lot of players are probably just going to quit the game, if I'm being fully honest with you, dude, because it takes an hour sometimes to sit there and just fully heal, 400 or 500,000 troops. If it added on 10 seconds to each heal, that's a potential 3 to 4 hours just to heal your full hospital. So that is not pretty, dude. And I gotta say, that's probably the worst thing that they ever could have done to the game, if I'm just being honest. It basically what they're saying is, without saying it, we know you're not going to spend money on healing speed ups. We know you're not going to spend money on healing your team, but we don't care, we're not letting you play the game anymore. Basically, that's what they're saying, without actually saying it, because they're just gonna say, "Oh, well, you shouldn't be doing that anyways." Well, we're doing it because we have to. That's the only effective and reasonable way for us to do it without having to sit there and spend 80 minutes or 100 minutes sitting there manually healing our freaking troops. So I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm not gonna say any more on it. Tell me what you guys think about that. Is that ridiculous, or is that something that you like? Do you like the fact that people aren't going to be able to heal as much, leaving them maybe more vulnerable to an attack on their tower or something like that, or maybe making your garrison a little more safe? I mean, it's like kind of a double negative, right? It doesn't really do anything more positive or more negative than was already happening. It just kind of bridges the gap between people that didn't have healing bots before and people that do have healing bots currently. So that's really all that does, and honestly, that's not even that big of a deal to begin with. So the long story short is, I think it sucks. I think it's the worst thing they ever could have done for this game, and everything else to this point in the update was really, really good, but they just had to go 3 steps forward and 4 steps back, and I really hope that they, reconsider this, because this is horrible, horrible, horrible. All right, so number 11, optimized off-limits war. Added alerts for attacks on buildings, very nice, and autonomous mechs to the minimap. Added rally invite feature to the battlefield, very nice. I was in the off-limits war last week with a brand new team. I was the main rally of the whole team. Not a single person joined my rally, bro. Not a single person joined my rally. I just left the team. I was like, screw this, dude. I'm out of here. You guys don't want to join the rally or pay attention when I'm telling you to join the rally in the freaking chat? Have a nice day, dude. And I just took off. So that's the whole confusion right there. That's going to solve a lot of the issue, I think, especially when there's only 1 minute to collect the rally. You're going to have a feature where everybody is fully aware that there is a rally occurring on your team. So I like that. I like that a lot. Number 12, adjusted police station hero release schedule. So basically they're changing up the whole police station hero release schedule from Lewis to Cynthia Calamity. My personal favorite hero, and actually I started a farm account with Cynthia Calamity. I just kind of brushed Lewis to the side because he sucks. At the beginning of the game, Lewis sucks. Lewis is useless. He is so underpowered compared to Cynthia Calamity as a police station hero. So Cynthia Calamity is awesome in all areas of the game, and still to this day, even as a fairly mid-game player, remains a stalwart on my Rider Squad team everywhere in the game. So Cynthia Calamity is very good for any free-to-play player and any new account. So that is definitely a great update there. And she'll be the initial hero available at the police station over Lewis, which is great. No offense to Lewis mains out there, people that, run, Ethan Lewis garrisons. But you have to understand that new players and free-to-play players are not running an Ethan Lewis garrison with the Lewis skin. They're just not doing it, bro. So just be mindful of the new players, okay, when you're making your comments in the comment section about that particular review. Am I saying that there's no one better than Cynthia Calamity? No, I'm not. But if you look at all the other starting heroes in the police station, you've got Lee Song-wan, terrible. Nakano Maya, terrible. Lewis, terrible. Raygoro, below average for a starting hero. Very slow, very clunky. And Tom, very, very bad. You're never going to use Tom. People that use Tom in the late game they're just bad players. I'm just being honest. They're just bad players. That's the only people you're ever going to see using Tom in the late game. So, there's really no other option at this time other than Cynthia Calamity, So, yeah, I really like that change. Although I'm really hard stuck on this. There fixed bugs and optimized game features. Optimize the auto collect feature to enhance convenience and experience in more scenarios. I really like that, especially for to go here into the special promotion section. I'm clicking here to collect. I'm clicking here to claim. I'm clicking here to collect. I'm clicking here to claim. I'm clicking here to collect. I'm clicking here to claim. I'm really pissed off because I just spent 35 seconds collecting, and then I go back out. I complete another mission. Now I'm back here again, collecting, completing, collecting, completing, and it gets really annoying, dude. So if you could just add in a way to auto collect everything, all the red dots, like have a big button right here that pops up after like 25 red dots come onto your screen, auto collect all, because that is one of the most annoying parts of playing this game, dude, is the collection of the red dots. It's just it's very annoying. It's very predatory. And it basically, like, yeah, I just collected 5 fragments for a stupid thing that I'm never going to use. And now I'm going and I'm clicking on everything because I don't even know where the red dots are. I'm so, my head's so messed up from clicking the red dots that now I'm just clicking everything. Is there a red dot here? Is there a red dot here? No, there's not. But my mind is telling me there is because I'm just so, like, my mind has been so trained to believe that there's red dots literally everywhere. So, and that, that keeps people playing the game for longer, yes, but it also annoys people and keeps people, not wanting to play the game as well. So that's all I got for you guys today. Just my take on the update. I was giving it a really good rating until we hit that hospital, the way that they want to do the healing. I'd give the rating like a 7 out of 10, man. If it would have been a 10 out of 10, because of the mystery collab, which is really nice. It's always nice to add a little bit of mystery in the game. But the new ranged heroes, the hero chronicles, ways to, ways to interact with your friends and family, optimizing garrisons, and then we got down to the healing, and yeah, it just pretty much ruined everything, dude. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is this update good? Is it L? Is it mid? What do you guys think? I think it's mid. I really don't know why they go ahead and add auto assist to the. It's almost like giving us something really good and then taking it away immediately before we even got it. It was so good if they just put this here number 9 and then didn't put number 10. Added auto assist to privileges subscription. That right there would encourage more people to buy the privileges subscription. That would have even made clans or alliances say to alliance members, privileges subscription is required for your membership in this alliance. But since they added number 10, now people just don't care about number 9 anymore. It pretty much makes number 9 irrelevant. You know what I mean? It just makes it absolutely useless. So I'm out, guys. Peace out. Have a good day.